What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I am the Poetic Healer, and in today's video, we're going to be reading the poem Acceptance of Love. So, you know the drill. Read the poem, read each line, analyze it, and get the deeper meaning between each sentence. So, let's get to it. Love of self is such an amazing feeling, bringing me a different perspective of what I'm seeing. Being a man is being able to forgive another. Pain, resentment, and regrets can turn one into a monster. But while open up that heart chakra of love, you transcend into the power within and above. The journey to self discovery is an interesting tale. When you decide your fate, your soul can never be for sale. If you fall, get back up and give yourself another chance. Appreciate your ability to exist by singing or doing a dance. Never be afraid to be yourself and express your true passion, because uniqueness and originality comes in all types of fashion. And that is acceptance of love. Now it says, love of self is such an amazing feeling, bringing me a different perspective of what I'm seeing. So the more you learn how to love yourself, the more you learn how to be more comfortable within yourself. So the trick to this is that anything you seek outside of you, you have to learn how to master that within you first. So if you feel like you have a lack of love outside of you from other people, then you have to learn how to master the love within yourself. And the more you master the love within yourself, the more you realize that you can meet other people at will. And if they do give you that love, then that's cool. That's a bonus. But if they don't, that's also fine because you already have it within yourself. You're not slave to the acceptance of other people outside of you. So the more you learn how to master yourself, you're not slave to the outside world. So yeah, love of self is such an amazing feeling, bringing me a different perspective of what I'm seeing. So once you create that love of self, that's when you can create your own unique perception. You can actually see the world in the way you truly want to see the world. You're not seeing it based on how other people want you to see it. Because when you see it how other people want you to see it, you might actually distort your path. You might actually distort what was set for you that you actually created and what you were meant to complete as a mission because you're following someone else's mission. So it's very important that you got that self love for yourself. And when you have that self love, that's when you can be able to create healthy boundaries. And once you can create healthy boundaries, you know people actually know coming outside of you what to cross and what not to cross. So if they do want to be in your inner circle, they know how to respect you. But if you don't have that healthy boundaries and that self love within yourself, then it's easy for people to penetrate and take your kindness for weakness. So it's very important that you learn how to master these things within yourself. And by being by yourself, it's not really a curse; it's actually a blessing, because that's actually you going back into the draw board, right? Going back within yourself, because only you can see within yourself. That's why you're alone. And once you're alone, you're doing that shadow work. You're actually learning how to master your traits and work on yourself. And you're finding your weaknesses and your strengths, and you're able to improve on that situation. And then it says, being a man is being able to forgive another. Pain, resentment, and regrets can turn one into a monster. So whether you're a man or a woman or a male or female, this is for everybody. It's learning how to forgive another. And when I say forgive another, that doesn't mean you have to be around these people. You just, when I say forgive, you don't have to. When I say forgive, I don't mean necessarily forgive their actions. You know what I mean? You don't want to enable people's actions, because if you enable it, they're going to think they can do it whenever they want. So you have to set that boundaries, but at the same time, forgiving is letting it go. Don't let that pain and resentment actually poison you, because if you hold on to it for too long, it's going to actually poison you. Once you feel that anger, right, you feel that emotions, acknowledge that you feel angry, acknowledge that you feel those emotions, and now let it go into the universe and let whatever the forces of the universe do to be in your favor. You know what I mean? You don't want to hold on to those type of things because it will actually poison you. So it's very important that you acknowledge that you're angry. You know, you don't want to dismiss it and just try to run away from your issues. Acknowledge these things and then eventually let it go and then keep going. And make sure that these things don't happen next time again. That's your main focus. It's not to really focus on what has happened, it's to focus on the current and making sure that these things don't happen again. And then it says, pain, resentment, and regrets can, yeah, turn one into a monster. So it's very important that you learn how to control that emotions, those strong emotions, that strong passions within yourself. Utilize it to actually better yourself. Utilize it as a way to motivate yourself, and let the rest be handled. And then it says, but when you open up that heart chakra of love, you transcend into the power within and above, right? So, like I said in my previous video, when I talk about love, I'm not talking about the romantic way of love, buying flowers on Valentine's Day, those type of love. I'm talking about using the energy of Venus, using the energy of Ma'a, aka balance. Like if you see with the Statue of Liberty, she has the balance, she has justice, right? Order and chaos, light and darkness. Everything is duality, everything is balance. So that's why you see like that. I mean, you see a lot of religious paintings and religious pictures. Everything's like this because it acknowledges the energy of duality, the energy of both things coming into existence, heaven and hell, the internal and the external. You know what I mean? Things like that. So yeah, when you open up the heart chakra of love, aka the heart chakra of balance, being able to utilize the energy of externalizing and internalizing, being able to bring out your energy and your creativity, and also being able to reflect and do shadow work. So once you have this nice balance, that Venus energy, that Ma'a energy, um, that's when you can utilize that power, right? You can utilize that energy to actually transcend into an actual power that is within you and also above you, because when you go more within, you're also going above, and the more you go outside, the more you're going down. And then it says the journey to self-discovery is an interesting tale. When you decide your fate, your soul can never be for sale. So the journey to self-discovery, you're going to go through many situations, you're going to go through many roadblocks, you're going to go through many distorted paths and things like that, booby traps and things like that. You know what I mean? It's all part of the exercise to make you stronger internally. You have to go through these things. If you don't go through them, you're never going to be strong. So, what's the saying? Pressure is what creates diamonds. So you have to go through these type of things to make you really shiny and make you really glow and make you really powerful. It's all about how you perceive it. You know what I mean? You can perceive it like you're a victim, or you can perceive it like you're powerful. And each day is an uphill battle. And then it says, when you decide your fate, your soul can never be for sale. So the more you decide your fate, the more you're taking your own actions, you're following your intuition, your own uh internal compass. That's what I call it. Your intuition is your internal compass. It takes you where to go without having to see this physical world. You can actually do it within yourself. So it's very important to have these type of attributes within you, or at least tap into that energy to bring out that dormant energy within you. And then it says, if you fall, get back up and give yourself another chance. Appreciate your ability to exist by singing or doing a dance. So even if you're going through certain situations that may be difficult, you know what I'm saying? Always remember that, okay, you're here, you're existing, and you're special. And the things that you're going through is just things that society has to go through. You know what I mean? These are things we just go through, like work, responsibilities, paying the bills, and things like that. It's just part of it. But the more you can work on yourself, that's when you can find attributes and capabilities that can take you out of certain situations. But you have to look within yourself first and actually believe in yourself. Because if you wait for other people to believe in you, then you're going to just be wasting time. So it's very important to always master the self energy first. And then it says, never be afraid to be yourself and express your true passion, because uniqueness and originality comes in all types of fashion. So when you love yourself, that's when you love to be yourself, right? So if you're around people that hate you for you being yourself and you know you're not harming anybody, then you have to realize, don't be hard on yourself. These people are self-projecting. Okay? And when people self-project, they're hoping that deep down you actually believe that you're actually not good enough. That's what they're really hoping. It's not like they really believe you're not good enough. They just hope you believe that, so that you don't have to shine and they can just shine all they want, but you have to absorb their shine. But wise individuals know that we all take turns, just like the sun takes turn. You know what I mean? The sun takes its turn to shine, and then let's wait for the moon to do her thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important. Once you're around those type of people, that's when you can truly express yourself, because they know when it's time for them to shine, you're gonna receive and sit back, and when it's time for you to shine, they're gonna receive and sit back. And that's how it's a universal coalition. That's how it works. You know what I mean? If one thing's just polarized and one person just want to shine, eventually the universe will recognize that and it's going to sweep it away. You know what I mean? Because that's they're not following universal law. So it's very important to follow the universal law, aka follow the law of yourself. So the more you learn about yourself, the more you'll learn about things outside of you. And then it says, yeah, never be afraid to be yourself and express your true passion, because uniqueness and originality comes in all types of fashion. So originality and uniqueness, what makes something original and unique is because it comes from a specific source, right? So we all have our own specific source that we all come from, and we all have attributes and abilities, and we're all here to discover that. So the more you focus on yourself and your abilities and capabilities, you won't have time to hate on other people. You would only actually be more inspired and see, okay, what can I learn from this person, just like what can they learn from me? And the more you do that, you have more time and energy to amplify your force within you. You know what I'm saying? And the more you can tap into that force, that's you really tapping into God. Because, like I said, God is within you and outside of you. So that force is within you and the force is outside of you. And the more you act out your passions, you act out your charismatic gifts, you act out your abilities and who you are that makes you glow within, the more you're more in alignment with God. Okay, you're more alignment with yourself. And that's how things work. You want to be learn how to find and master yourself. And the more you learn and master yourself, the more you can master things around you. And yeah, guys, that is acceptance of love. Hope you guys were able to gain something new from those poems. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you soon.